What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? This is Coach D. Durrell Spears here once again, back on my dating coaching thing. I know it's been a while since I have created a video, but I'm back. I'm going to be doing a plethora of videos throughout the week, get back on my grind again, and I'm going to get back into doing my interviews, making contacts, bringing you that, real good, genuine dating coach content. So for today, we're going to have a marriage discussion today. And the reason why I want to have a marriage discussion is because there's a lot of discussions about, things going on with content creators or YouTube, social media. I would say social media, I would say popular influencers who are making pretty much the news right now. They're pretty much the topic of conversation. And so my question is, if you're a content creator, would you marry another popular content creator? What's the chances of it working? How would you navigate that relationship from what's on social media in real life? How much of your life do you actually want on the camera with both of you? You see, we have seen several scenarios of content creators, no matter how small or big, that do content with their wife or husband. We even seen content creators who claim that they're married and they never do content together. You may hear one yelling and screaming and cursing in the background and the other one doing content. So there's several scenarios. We've actually had a scenario in which a content creator's wife was airing out shit. So again, I asked the question, if you're a content creator, would you marry another content creator? And if so, how would you go about functioning in that marriage? And you're both doing content in the same spaces, similar type content, talking about similar things, and have some of the same subscribers. Is that a smart thing to do? Is that really a smart thing to do? From my position, I'm going to say no. Because I've seen too many examples of the blurring of truth, the blurring of what's real and not real, your role as a content creator mixing in with your role as a husband or wife. Particularly if you have children too. There's definitely even more issues. So the question again, well, Coach D, how would you regulate that? Well, if I was coaching one or either of them, both of them, I would focus on assisting each person with departmentalizing content creation from real life. Whatever issues we have as far as content creators, we're not going to allow it to affect our marriage. Whatever we have in our marriage is not going to affect our content creation. If we can't collab as content creators, that's fine. You don't need to. You can make money separate of each other because you were making money separate of each other before you got married. You can continue to function in a marriage and you do your thing and the other person does their thing as far as content creation. Now, as far as monetarily wise and how you invest your money and allocate that money to do things in real life, that's another story. But the key is not allowing content creation to affect the marriage, not allowing marriage to affect the content creation. If you simply can't do content together, you simply can't do content together. Big deal. The important thing is that your marriage is worth more. If you really value that person, your marriage is worth more than the content creation. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. So that's what how I would approach it. And then from that point, we'd focus on communication and how we pretty much balance the two as far as the time we spend together. Because, content creation can be very time consuming. And so how we balance our lives on those two fronts. So I just wanted to have that conversation because there is a sector full of people who actually are married that do content. The one that gets me is the interracial marriages where the husband and the wife who are of two different races, want everybody to know how fabulous that interracial relationship is. Those to me are to me the most entertaining, But there's a lot of husbands and wives who do content creation. They do shows together. But then they have those who do shows together, and then they have their own separate content. Danica Marie and her husband, they don't mix shit together. They have done some content together, but he does his thing, Eric, Danica does her thing. You don't see them getting all into, and there's some shit that has happened and I think they're the best example of how to function from what I see from the outside looking in. I'm not looking from the inside looking out. But they don't allow their content creation that she does, that he does. He does posting things. Yes, she is a lot more successful than him in YouTube, but he has a decent following. But it doesn't mix. She knows her role, he knows his role. And they seem happy on both ends. So with that being said, guys, this is Coach D. Darrell Spears. Have a great day.